All right, so today we're going to review this Milwaukee M18 2-gallon wet dry vacuum. This is model 0880-20. I got the tool only option, but there are many configurations you could buy with batteries, accessories, and things of that nature. I ended up getting the dual pack 5-amp battery and the charger for testing purposes, and it does retail for about $99. You could get it online or at some of your local stores. You can check out some of our links. They do help out the channel if you want to purchase any of these products. It does come with a 5-year limited warranty. It's got a HEPA filter, and like I mentioned, it's 2 gallons wet dry option. It does come with a 6-foot hose that's 1 1/4 inch thick, a crevice tool utility nozzle. It does have a brushed motor, and it weighs about 10.1 pounds. It does have 45 CFM capacity, and basically it has a seal suction in water of 32 inches. So we're gonna go ahead and go over the pros and the cons, see how it performs. And if you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. And don't forget to like and follow. All right, so basically this one comes with the 6-foot hose built in. You have your crevice tool and your utility adapter, HEPA filter, and that's pretty much what comes in this kit right here. So let's see how it looks. You do have, your manual, and that's pretty much it. Being tool only, all right? So you have a nice rigid, plastic case. All right, so let's check it out. Here you have your on and off switch. It does have like a little rubber protector on the outside for some water. You have a nice little handle here. Like I mentioned, it weighs about 10 pounds, 3 ounces, or 10 pounds, 1 ounce. It does have a brushed motor. Now it does come with the built-in hose. It's about 6 feet. It is 1 1 1/4. Now there's been some reviews regarding this hose, and some of these hoses that they're very flexible. Some are a little bit tougher than others. This one's actually pretty flexy, which I kind of like that. It feels heavy duty. So you have to kind of keep in mind that some people say that it kind of breaks on this area right here, and some of these are screwable. So you basically, if it breaks like say 1 inch in, you could just take it apart. You do have a little thread inside, and it threads on the outside. Not all of them do that, but for the most part, I think it's kind of clockwise. There we go. And once it gets to the end, it locks, and that's pretty much it. So it doesn't come with any glue or anything like that. I wish the hose would be just a little bit longer. I mean, 6 feet, when you extend it, it's very springy, and it's gonna wanna pull the tool back. So, with that, we'll test it out, see how it performs. Now, notice that some of the reviews said that some of the things get stuck on the hose, and that's a very common problem. You got to be aware of what you're going to be putting into your vacuum. Now if you look at this little small nozzle right here, it's quite small, but the hose itself gets a little bit bigger. I wish this would be a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, so you could pick up some of the little bigger items. All right, so let's check the other side of the hose. I don't think this one has a screw option. I think this one's actually glued in there. I could be wrong. I don't want to force it too much, but it's it's kind of tight. All right, so this one you could clamp it in the inlet or the outlet and use this as a blower. It does have kind of like a little tab here to lock it in. All right, so another one of the reviews, the complaints that when you use the hose in this manner, so you could close your lid and then you could have it sticking out of the vacuum. This 90-degree here kind of things do get stuck on it. So I wish that this setup will be a little bit more like outside, kind of like here, where once you connect it, it's kind of like a straight shot into the actual can. So that way you don't have any like a 45-degree where you get debris stuck right on this, especially with these ridges. Or have an option where you could go ahead and has like a little tube here, with kind of like an adapter, which is a nice sweet flow. All right, but definitely you could use it, and then once you're done, you store it, like this, very nice, and then you close it, and you're good to go. All right, so that's kind of like the intention of it, but it can cause some clogs right here. All right, so here's where you put your battery. Very, very simple. It is a little, tight when you put the battery in and out. It does kind of feel like it gets stuck a little bit, but it's no big deal. You could always add a little WD-40 and, keep it nice and smooth. And you have this, little, utility adapter. I think it's a little bit big for this vacuum. This should be, you know, a bit smaller, especially when the hose itself, you know, you have some restrictions on, you know, these little small, you know, adapters. All right, so this is the crevice tool right here. Pretty standard, you know, easy to use. You just slides in, kind of locks, and you're good to go. And it's flexible, so. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the bottom part. All right, so here you have your 2-gallon, you know, container for either wet or dry applications. This is your removable HEPA filter that's included. You could buy these separately, or you could buy the ones that have the foam on them for, you know, wet applications. All right, very, very simple to use. All right, so like I mentioned, I ended up getting the two 5-amp, you know, battery packs with the charger, and let's go ahead and test it out with one of them. These are, I already charged them; they're fully charged, and so we'll do some tests, you know, with these batteries. All right, let's go ahead and install the battery on it. All right, so here we go. All right, locks in. Like I mentioned, to getting it out, you gotta wiggle it, and it's a little tight, and there's been some complaints about that. It does come out, but you know, it looks like it's a little tight. You might want to add a little bit of D40 on the little tracks, so when you're gonna take it out, you know, you don't go crazy, you know, pushing it so hard. So very simple to use. You just go ahead and take the hose out. I mean, if you want to use it like this, I'm sure you can, you know. All right, so you want to make it nice and portable. All right, so let's go ahead and see how it sounds. I will see how loud it is. All right. All right, let's see how loud it is inside the shop. The garage doors are open. All right, so we got about 96 decibels. All right, so let's go ahead and turn it into the blowing option. Very simple, by removing the hose. And now you have the blowing option. Great if you want to inflate, you know, some of, you know, those little mattresses. Actually pretty cool. All right, so let's check the weight with the 5-amp battery and all the, you know, the accessories that it comes with. All right, we got 11 pounds, 11 ounces. So 11 pounds, 11 ounces with the 5-amp battery. All right, so let's go ahead and pick up some of these butterfly nuts and screws to see if it actually gets clogged or stuck. These are little, you know, lead for your, you know, shutters. Let's see how it performs with this type of debris. All right, so it looks like, you know, one of the butterflies could have gotten stuck here. Let's find out. Yeah, they do get stuck. All right. Remind you, these are a little bit, you know, wide for this little nozzle right here. And the issue is that, you know, that bend, you know, that this should have been like an actual, you know, solid plastic, and then the hose should have started somewhere in this area, so that way nothing gets stuck on the end. All right. I mean, you're not going to be picking these up every day, so, you know, just to give you an idea. give these a try. Pretty good. And then something like that is a little bit too big. So it's already stuck at the section here. Yeah, so they're definitely stuck in there. So this is not a good idea to actually pick up. All right. So let's bypass that. All right, so let's try something else. All right, so let's see how it picks up all these little miscellaneous screws. All right. Actually, that was very nice, nice power. Let's go ahead and check out some run times. One thing I wanted to mention, that this is a washable HEPA filter. And another little detail that I also wanted to mention was that when you're emptying out your canister, be very careful with the edges. They're actually very, very sharp. So if you grab it by mistake or you slide your hand on it, you can get cut on this edge here. This finish is just, to my taste, it's just a little bit too sharp. Okay, so just be careful with that. If you're not wearing any gloves, grab it and you have small hands and anything cuts my hands. It's a very, very sharp. All right, let's go ahead and install a freshly charged battery, 5 amps. See what kind of run times we're gonna get with the unit. Yeah, even when you install a battery, you gotta kind of like push it down to lock it. So removing it, it's kind of a pain. You have to wiggle it just a bit. All right, so let's go ahead and see what kind of run times we get on a 5 amp battery. All right, so 5 amp battery, fully charged, about 20 minutes and about 9 seconds or so. 20 minutes and about 9 seconds on a fully charged 5 amp battery. I believe the manufacturer says on a 9 amp battery you get about 30 minutes of runtime. All right, just a note, we did the 20 minutes on a 5 amp battery, and now it doesn't want to turn on. The battery is flashing, so pretty much, I think it's dead, but it's a little warm, but not even, anything crazy. There's no reset button on this. This is a fully charged, battery. Put it in, and it's not working, so I'm assuming that maybe the motor overheated. Yeah, so I'm not getting anything out of it. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't see any other reset buttons anywhere, but it's definitely not turning on. So I'll give it a minute, see if it cools down, and see if that's an issue. All right, so it's up and running. So it looks like it got a little bit overheated with the solid runtime. I'm pretty sure if you kind of let it stop for a minute or two and then let it cool down and not use it continuous, it wouldn't go ahead and overheat. But all right, so another little thing that you could possibly do is the 1 1/4 accessories. I love these little brushes, are great. You could use it and all right, let's go ahead and see how it blows. Yeah, I put on the other battery just to check it, make sure the battery wasn't the problem. And yeah, definitely a little overheating going on there. Very simple. Put it into the slot, twist it, and you're good to go. So let's see. All right, so I added a one of my extensions, so it's a little easier to see on the camera. Let's try out the blowing feature. I don't have a lot of leaves right now. Let's see if it works. Pretty nice. If you want to blow, some of the job site area. let's go ahead and see how long it'll take to suck up 2 gallons. Let's go ahead and remove the HEPA filter. There is an accessory that you can buy that comes with a little foam if you want to buy that. I'll put as many accessories on there, you can check them out. Well, we got 9 seconds on 2 gallons. 9 seconds on 2 gallons. All right, so overall thoughts on the Milwaukee M18 portable wet dry 2 gallon little shop vac. It is very nice, portable, very light, about 10 pounds, 3 ounces. It runs on multiple types of batteries that they have. The only little thing that I ran into was the shutting down of the unit. It looks like it overheated just a little bit. It is not a brushless motor, so definitely you could run into an issue if you are continuously using it. Definitely, most likely you're not going to be using it on a solid run like that. You're going to be on and off, on and off, on and off, so it's a possibility you could run a little bit longer. Now it states that you could run for about 30 minutes on a 9-amp battery, and this one gave me about 20 minutes with the battery. My battery was pretty much dead; it was blinking dead, so I probably wouldn't be getting a lot more than that run time of 20 minutes on a 5-amp battery. The latch seems pretty good. The switch is in a good location, nice solid handle. Very compact unit. I do like the hose. I like the fact that you can unscrew this just in case if it breaks. They should do the same thing on this end right here, and possibly add a little pipe so you don't have any congestion in this 90-degree turn right there. And very easy to install and remove. My only issue is the battery. Taking it out, it's a pain in the butt. You gotta wiggle it several times, and will require some strength for that one. Like I mentioned, maybe add a little WD-40, and that should take care of that. So it does lock in really good. As far as accessories, I really like this one works pretty well, and the crevice tool, which I really enjoy using, and I use it all the time. I wish it would come with one of these little brushes as an accessory, because I use this a lot, so to clean tools and things like that. But overall, very nice. Price point $99 retail as tool only, and there are a lot of options on this unit as far as accessories and the way you buy it, with batteries and chargers and things of that nature. So very nice overall. If you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Don't forget to like and follow. Check out some of our links. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.